Yo, what's good, peoples? What's good? What's good? Let's switch the music to that. All right. How's everybody doing today? All right, look at gold. Gold, gold, gold. I love to see it. I love to see it. I love to see it. Love to see it, love to see it. What's going on, Maxine, Benny, Rosie? How's everyone doing today? All right, let's get cracking. Echo. Good afternoon, good morning, wherever you are in the world. Yeehaw, hello, hello. Lovely. Took gold buys early. Yes. Let's talk about it. All right. So gold currently on the daily is, as you can see, very, very bullish. Broke yesterday's high. We're just making all-time highs on a daily basis. Like it's nothing. It's nothing for gold to make these new highs right now. I love it. Took some buys this morning. I did take some buys, took about 60 pips. In fact, I had 2 lots of trades actually. I'll show you where I got in. One was I won't say it's a cowboy trade, but it kind of was not my typical entry, but I'll talk about it. So yeah, daily's very bullish. 4 hour, we're pulling back. So if the 4 hour continues back, I want to see a retest of maybe this broken 4 hour. Let me get rid of all this old analysis. I would like to see a retest of this broken 4 hour resistance. If gold was to pull back, it's a bit of a stretch, about 200 pips. It's not actually that bad, but pull back, retest, and then get into some more buys. Yeah, that's what I would love to see. So let's do. There we go. Like to see gold on the 4 hour. That's not on IC. Yeah, lovely. Beautiful. So yeah, I want to see gold pull back. There'll be a retest. Yeah, pretty much same place. And then continue bullish. I'm very bullish on gold. Any sells we do get is just a pullback to create some structure and then continue up. Pretty much. Let's put in some key levels. Beautiful. Let me fix this. So yeah, how was everyone's morning? Anyone traded yet? Rosie, you took buys. So I know you ate like 100 pips or so normally. So the trades I took this morning were, so we had Asian lows. We had Asian lows down here, yeah? And we had this support here as well. Sort of just by the daily flip. So I actually took buys on this 8 o'clock candle. I took buys on this 8 o'clock candle going up. Like I took a couple positions. So once this candle closed, I was kind of trying to wait for a bottom wick. It didn't. As it started pushing up, I took an entry. It was like 38.61. It was like here. So it was kind of on this support. Like on this, I had a support here, but we closed below. Then as it started to push back up, I took a buy right on that level. And then when price broke the high, I took another entry. And then I closed just before the candle closed. I closed, yeah, like pretty much at this resistance. And then when this next candle came back, made a bottom wick, retested the resistance, and then pushed back up, I took an entry. I took a break of the high. And then I closed, I think this one was about 60 pips, wasn't much. And then the 9 o'clock candle just opened, barely a bottom wick, and just shot up. So I could have closed a little bit more. But I don't know why. Just closed. I was just happy with the profits. I wasn't trying to be greedy. We're at all-time highs as well. So yeah, just got out. So decent London session. Hopefully we can catch some more during NY. You know, it was a really good push though, very good push, like from the top to the bottom, like 360 pips. Ugh, lovely, very good push. Rosie, more than 100 pips, gold popped. Yo, as soon as this candle opened here, as soon as this 9 o'clock candle opened, it was literally just straight up. It was straight up. No, it was a good little session. Start the day. So yeah, pullbacks, pullback. Maybe even Asian highs. If gold can pull back to 38.75, 38.76. Get a little retest, but we remain closed above. And anticipate that we continue pushing up. Right, let's bring this over here. So yeah, that's what I'm looking for. Just some structure now. Got the resistance. Just wait for gold to create a support and then continue. I think we hit 3,900 today, because why not? Why not? Alright, so let's take a quick look at pound yen, because you know, because it's finally moving. You know, we're still in this range, but we had quite a drop. It's about a 200 pip drop on GJ over these past couple days. So daily is bearish, broke yesterday's low, but we did tap into a 4-hour support. This is pretty decent support, pretty strong support right here. So every time we've come down, we've tapped it, we've pushed up. So potentially if we're going to keep ranging, then I see GJ creating a good support on the 4-hour and then pushing back up to the top of the range. So look, 30-minute, we've got a double bottom pattern and it's pushing back up. So let's see how this 4-hour candle closes, and might see GJ retrace this drop. There we go. Might see pound yen retrace this drop down and then just go back up. But if that does happen, it's going to be one of those lovely long holds that GJ does, you know, slow push up, but a push up nonetheless. I don't know if I can wait 2 days for GJ to move 100 pips though, when gold does it in like an hour and a half, or 360 in an hour and a half. It's crazy. But yeah, would love to see just some structure now, resistance, preferably a little bit further down, so I've got a bit more of a range. And then we push, come back, retest, and then push. This is just for my 30 minutes. So yeah, 38.75, 38, anywhere in between, you know, 38.67 to 38.70 for the retest. Benny, you caught 50 pips. Lovely, 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 lovely. So everyone was eating this morning. Love to hear it. Love to hear it. Love to hear it. I'm gonna try and post the trades that I take in London session as well, just so you can see, you know, what's happened in the morning, where the potential trades were, using the strategies that I use on stream. So I'm gonna try be consistent with doing that if I do take trades, you know. So tomorrow I'm getting some new internet fitted. So depending on the time, it's between 8 and 1, 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. And I start streaming normally about 12:30. So if the guy is done, if the guy is done and finished, then hopefully I should be able to still stream tomorrow. Fingers crossed we have no issues. So yeah, looking forward to that. And we should have no lag, no cut-offs. It's a good clean stream, I'm hoping. Yeah, let's boost those internet speeds. In fact, let's look at what market is saying. Look at DXY. I used to keep DXY open all the time, especially when trading gold, to see, you know, what gold is, what the dollar's doing compared to gold. Obviously gold is pushing, dollar's dropping, but market. So I like this about market. I didn't notice this part before. So you look at, alright, so I'm gonna start with pound yen. So pound yen, you've got a bullish level and then you've got a bearish level. So it's right now it's quite bearish on GJ, but it's saying if it pulls back, it could pull back to 199.8. And then it says, you can click on the little brain, it says what could push GJ up to 199.8. And then you've got this list. So you've got the support near 197.93. Bank of England signals delays or fewer rate cuts, strengthening Gbp. And the Bank of Japan hints at cautious tightening, boosting JPY carry and GJ upside. And then you've got all of these little things that are happening this week, which could potentially move GJ too. So it's pretty decent. And then you've got your high time frame bias, intraday. Obviously everything is bearish, which is pretty obvious to see with this downtrend here. So yeah, I like that. And then for gold's already beat the bullish target, 38.80. We definitely smacked that. I thought we was gonna hit 3900 during London session, to be honest, but we didn't. So price is above 38.60, signals momentum towards 38.80. Like I said, we hit that already. I mean, we're above it now. And then yeah, you've got everything. So we've got a lot of news going on. ADP today, which I'm looking forward to in 15 minutes. Choose. All right, let's look at what happened during last ADP. So last ADP would have been the first Wednesday, September the 4th. Bad numbers, 54%. All right, let's take a look. September the 4th. September 4th. Need to go back a bit. Let's go to 1 o'clock. So the ADP candle was this candle right here. So we pushed up and then came right back down, and we kind of ranged. Yeah, we just ranged for the rest of the day. Slightly bullish trend within the range, and then just pushed up. So what are we expecting today? Today we're expecting 52, which is, it's not good because low, this shows the number of jobs, right? A change of the people employed. It's not very good for the economy that it's so low. It's only showing that 52 more jobs have been added, which is not great. It's not great. But it will influence the Fed to continue reducing rates, which is good. Still very bullish for gold. Still very bullish for gold. So let's go to the calendar. Let's go to today. All right, ADP, where are we at? Right here. So they're forecasting that it's actually going to drop. So bad numbers, that's the forecast. So if it's bad numbers, gold will push. Yep, because the lower the jobs, the better it is for the rate cuts. Not good for the economy though. And if it comes out higher than forecast, then gold should have a bit of a sell-off. Not a massive sell-off. I wouldn't even call it a sell-off. I'd call it a pullback. So let's see what happens then. We've got how long left now? 12 minutes. All right. Slight little pullback before the news. What do we reckon, chat? What do we think? What do we think is happening for ADP? So I'll do a little poll. Let's do a poll. I wouldn't mind if ADP gave us that pullback to then get into further buys. Is that the only news we have today? No, we've got PMI manufacturing as well. Alright, so after ADP, we'll go and look at PMI manufacturing too and see what happened there. Rose said gold stays bullish. So let's do... Bullish, bearish, add option, whipsaw. What do we think gold is going to do on ADP? Not that I don't think it's going to be super high impact, to be honest, because the rate cuts have already started now. Vaccine is bullish. Okay. Okay. Love it, love it. Get your votes in. Got a very small pullback on gold right now. I was voting, I would think that it's going to be bullish for gold, but I would like it, like I said, I would like for the news to be good numbers, pull back, and then push. So maybe whipsaw then is my answer. Maybe my answer is whipsaw. But I want the initial reaction to be bearish. 52,000 is quite low, but it came out at 54 last month, sorry. We're pushing up beforehand. So price could either drop and create a lower high, continue this pullback, because the 4 hour, if you have a look, this 4 hour candle hasn't broken the previous 4 hour candle high. So we could be getting a pullback on this one. But if the news is good and we get a small, like if price continues up and we get a very small bearish 4 hour candle, then we have this continuation pattern, and then the next candle, just be looking for the retest and then continue up. So that's what I anticipate to happen. We still close weak bearish. Let's get these pips. That's right, Benny. Let's get these pips. Start October off strong. How was everyone's September? How was everyone's September? I had a decent September, you know. I had a really good September. Let's just wait for this news in the next 5 minutes. So we can catch some pips. Let me look on the lower time frames, DXY, what it's doing. Can't really tell when you're on a daily time frame. Yeah, now dollar index is on a nice pullback. It's on a nice downtrend structure on the higher time frames. So we got the downtrend starting from here, but we had the pullback. So we need to break this low to continue down, to be fair. And if there wasn't news in the next 15, what would I be looking for? I still wouldn't be looking for the buys up from here. If price came back down, gave me a little retest on this support, and then pushed up, then I'll be looking for the buyers. But I have a feeling I might be waiting for the new 4-hour candle to get into a trade. Which I don't mind, you know. Look at this move, man. Look at this move right here. How big is this 4-hour candle? 420 pips. 420 pips. Oh, what a candle. It literally just pushed up. Look, from 8:45, it was just pushing. Bring. That bring means message. Roger took buys today, 15 pips or so. Did he now? Let's see. Let's see where Roger took some buys. Roger buy. Stream 3 hours ago. I'll put my phone down. That sounded like a thud on the desk. Put it down gently. Damn. All right, here we go. ADP, what are we doing? So majority of the votes said bullish. Let's check out the results. What are the results? Nothing there yet. Releasing. Who's going to give us the results first? Fuck it. Ooh. Okay. That's a nice 50 pip, 50, 60 pip jump. So that must mean it must have been bad numbers. No events found. What? Ooh, real bad numbers. Bad numbers. Minus 32k. Ooh. Alright, so come on, give us a bottom wick. That is, yeah, real bad numbers. This is good, because I want the 4 hour to close weak, bearish. But I mean, we still have 43 minutes left. Still got a lot of time left. Alright, came back for that bottom wick. Now we push again. That is nuts. Come on, market, you're slow. Here we go. Okay, so let's see. Minus 32. Report summary. Nothing there yet. Well, as you can see, lower than forecast, bullish for gold, which it pretty much has been. All right, now where to get in? Where to get in now? Now we need an entry. We need an entry now. I don't think the entry comes on a 15-minute time frame, to be honest. But if the 30-minute gives us that closure above, I'm taking a breakout. I'm 100% taking a breakout. You said pardon? What's your question? What would you like me to repeat, Maxine? GJ dropped, which is expected when gold pushes. Poundium pushes up. Always the way. I replayed, okay. Yeah, was it about taking a breakout? About looking for my entry? Yeah, if gold closes above here, if gold closes above, yeah, I'm taking a trade. So if you, it would be something similar to the breakout trade that I took this morning. Maxine, are you in the Discord? If it's in the Discord, I put in the trade that I took earlier with a little breakdown. I'm gonna try to stay up to date with doing those, especially for the London session when I'm not streaming. Yeah, okay, yeah. I'm looking for something literally something like this. Something that's happened here. So we get the closure above the resistance. Which will be up here. Closure above 38.93, just to be on the safe side. And then just wait for the next candle to wick down, respect the resistance, tap it, and then we fly to the moon. So that'll be the plan. This is good though, this is good. I'm glad that gold isn't pushing up too quickly, because obviously we need a good stop loss. We've got 8 minutes. Either way, I want this 4 hour to close like by 38.90, 38.88. If we don't get the breakout now, then I think we get a breakout on the next hour candle. Let's see if there's any news. Doubt it though. Oh, gold coming back down. Retesting the support. Bum, bum. It's a long candle, long top wick. So now if it closes bearish here, we're respecting this downtrend structure, so maybe we're still going to get that pullback before gold pushes up. I don't mind. Wow. So 38.75, 38.69, 38.67. So we're approaching Asian highs. This is good. And now we're creating a nice long range as well. So from the resistance and the highs, look, I would like it to come back down to 38.69, 39, 38.70. You know, tap into here and then push up. That'd be good. I do love a break and retest. Alright, on Asian highs now. Let's make that smaller. Cool, cool, cool. got a retest of Asian highs. But I wouldn't take a buy just here. I wouldn't take a buy just here. Not where it's at now, nah. Nah, not here. Damn, GJ. I still think GJ retraces and pushes back up. I do. Alright, so let's look at services PMI because that was the next news on the docket. So September 2nd, it came out pretty much near forecast. So you would pretty much say it came out as expected. Not much of a difference. Alright, so September the 2nd, 3 o'clock. There. So over here I want it. Boom. Okay. So it was bullish for gold. This would have been a really nice trade actually. Look, this would have been beautiful. Closure above, retest as we're pushing back up. As we're pushing back up, get in when the candle flips. Entry candle low for stop loss because it's quite big. I mean, could have held this till today. Not really. Yeah, would have had to go for a 1-to-1 at least. Maybe towards the end of the candle. Not bad. At least 1-to-1. At least a 1-to-1. But yeah, very nice. Cool. Okay, we could potentially get something similar today. Price action is not, far off that. Get a breakout, closure above. Services PMI could push, get a retest. But you see how much that idea plays out. That was what, a month ago? There we go. Depending on the numbers. Now, typically anything less than 50 is not good, not great for the economy. Numbers less than 50, and the forecast is 49. So yeah, let's see what market says. Let's see what market is saying today. So it looks like it's coming up. Well, it's forecasting as expected. Impact. So if it's higher, it's bearish for gold. If it's lower, bullish for gold. Yeah, pretty much. Alright, gold. If we break this low, we're going to get more of a pullback. Go on, pull back a little bit more. It's not breaking that low. Very close on my broker to breaking that low. So I want the retest, like, boom, to go back up. I mean, if we push back into the Asian range, maybe a retest to go back up. Gold really ain't moving much, is it? It's not really trying to break this low. But if it does, I think it, you know, we get a bit of a spike down. Nothing crazy. You're hoping for a reversal pattern. What, you want gold to come back down? Or a reversal pattern to push back up? Push back up. Yes, definitely. So an ideal reversal pattern for me would be like, so I jumped to the 5 minute, would be like a 5 minute double bottom, or like a bullish engulfing would be good, or a pin bar. So like, you know, we have a long bottom wick, small body, something like that would be great. Oh, we just gotta wait, see what gold gives us. Man, gold at these prices is still insane to me. Still insane. I was talking to someone that I worked with. In fact, when I was out on Monday, I was with an old colleague, and I was telling her about gold prices. Now I was like, yo, gold prices are like way higher than when we were working in gold. She was like, really? She's like, what's the price? I said, it's like 3 times what we used to give to customers. She said, no way. She said, oh, I wish I bought more gold back then. I said, listen, if we knew then what we knew now, man, I'd have double the amount of gold. Every paycheck, I'd buy some gold. Every paycheck. Like the first chain that I bought was for 9 carat. It was £10 a gram. £10 a gram with my discount. And now it's like £30 a gram for the 9 carat. crazy, crazy, crazy. And that's just 9 carat. That's like the lowest English gold. That's what I call it anyway. Got India, got the 21 carat. Africa's got some 21, 18. Dubai is very 21, 22. And then coins, if you had like, if you saved and bought sovereigns, the pure gold. I actually have a ring that's got a sovereign in it. Actually, a sovereign ring. Old school, very old school. But it was passed down to me. I would never wear it, my God. Bit too chavvy for me. Remember Lady Sovereign? Yes, I do. See, perfect example of a chav. Oh my God. Prosecutors want 11 years for Diddy. Diddy's pissed. Oh, GJ still retracing. I see the numbers going up. Back in the day. Come on, gold. Even though I'm bullish on gold, I still want the pullback. I want the retest. At least 78. I just wanted to tap into one of these previous key levels and then maybe create a support. We just played a waiting game. Echo, we're saying Echo. GJ's really pushing. It is. Retracing the drop. Like I said, I think GJ's gonna retrace this drop. I actually do. And that's not because I'm super bullish on pound yen, but just because we're pushing down into quite a strong sorry, quite a strong 4-hour support. So yeah, if we can push up from here, I mean, this would be the perfect place to retest and push up from, you know. Perfect place to push up from. Slow grind all the way back to 201. Super slow grind back to 201. If gold wants to do that, I mean, if GJ wants to do that. I like this pullback on gold. I like it. I like it. I like it. Give me that retest. Give me that retest. And also give us structure. I don't like when gold is just, we've just got all of these bullish candles. We've got nowhere to retest. We've got no resistances, no support. Well, we probably have supports, but just no resistances. We need a range. And gold is creating a nice range now. A beautiful range. Love it, love it, love it. 11 minutes, we should get the retest. 223 pips. 230 pips. 230 pips, not 23. There we go, 10 minutes to go. Lovely, lovely pullback. Lovely pullback. I'm here for it. Alright, come on. Nearly there, nearly there. So any one of these levels, I want the retest. Let me get rid of this. Just looks a bit messy, doesn't it? So yeah, pullback 38.67, 38.68. I just need a wick, just a wick, so I can take some buys back up. What's the XY doing? Let's see what GU's doing. Oh, GU's pushing. Yes, gold. All the way back up. I mean, GU. Maxine, did you take those buys yesterday? They were actually, it was actually a really good spot to take some buys from. I was thinking about it afterwards. Because you were looking at the buys sort of as price was coming down. I expected this support. And then we pushed up. How big is this range? 30 pip range. 46 to the highs. But I mean, you did. Nice, nice. So where was your TP? Where was your TP? Did you, how long did you hold for? Because I was watching the prices. I was like, if it came back, this would have shaken me out down here. Definitely. The pull back into the range. But no, it was yeah, it was a nice buy. Nice buys up. If GJ is going to stay bearish, I think it might just, you know, get a little retest. Retest, continue down. Ooh, all right, gold. So it's retested the 4-hour support here. Now the 4-hour resistance, previous 4-hour resistance that I was looking at. Back in, well, very much so back in the Asian range. See how this candle closes. I need the 4-hour, this 4-hour to have a nice bottom wick now. Ooh. All right, where are we retesting? Maybe the daily flip. If we come back down another 60 pips. Maybe Asian lows. Get a retest of Asian lows. Alright. How we closing, gold? How we closing? Ooh, go on, push back up. Push back up above this resistance. That would be great. So I want the next 4-hour candle now to come down, create a bottom wick, hopefully not break this low, and then as it's pushing back up, so it's going to come down, create a bottom wick, and as it's pushing back up, take the buys when the candle's flipping bullish. But I need this candle to close ideally above this resistance, so above 38.70, 38. Above this resistance anyway. That would be a better confirmation for that trade. This is good, this is nice. Now I'm not going to be able to do buy stops. I don't think I will. Let's see how this next candle opens. All right, need a bottom wick. Come on, give me a decent one. Give me a decent bottom wick. Gives me a decent bottom wick, then I want to take the flip. Come on, it's a 4-hour low. 4-hour. You've got to. It doesn't have to, but it would be nice if it did. Oh, shit. What happens when a bullish FVG is overlapped by a bearish? I don't know what those are. I don't know what those are, Maxine. What you would have to do is if you could send a chart in the Discord with like that stuff highlighted, then I can look at what you're talking about. But yeah, I don't know what fair value gaps are. I know what they are, but I don't know how to find them. I've just heard the name. So to be honest, even if you showed me, I still wouldn't understand. I still want to understand it. I try to keep it very simple, you know, support and resistance, break and retests, candles, candle bodies, candle structure. Yeah. I want just a little bit more of a bottom wick. There we go. I want gold to look like it's at least trying to push down before it pushes back up, you know. All right, I'm gonna put in a buy stop here provisionally. If price pushes down a bit more and it gives me a longer bottom wick, then I'll move the buy stop to the candle flip. But I'm gonna have a buy stop right there, and the stop loss is gonna be about 70 pips. I'm anticipating, so yeah, so I measured it on my broker, not here. So look, about 70. Hasn't entered me in just yet. Where's my exact entry? 71.60. If it makes a longer bottom wick, even better, but it seems to be hovering above this resistance. Oh, there we go. So I'm watching the price on my broker. Sometimes it's a bit quicker than TradingView. Alright, how big is this? How big is this candle now? 23 pips. It's not massive. It's not massive. If it can come down a little bit more, and then as it starts to push up, I'll move my stop loss. Alright, this looks good. So I'll move my stop loss to the flip. $70, 48. Right, now, if gold breaks this previous low, I'm deleting the buy stop. But the reason for moving my entry down is to have a better stop loss, better risk. But if you have a look at the 4 hour here, we've come down, we've tapped that 4 hour resistance. on a 4-hour time frame, which is great. So hopefully this 4-hour flips and drives up. Alright, come on, gold. There's a clean range to the next resistance too. Yeah, I mean, look, the first resistance is 38.83. Boom, I've been entered in. Did I get slipped is the question. Yes, I did, always. God damn it. Bruh. It's whatever. It's whatever. But we're in. Back to the highs. Come on, Goldie. Boom, 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 boom. I'm in. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. Not a bad stop loss, down to 63 pips. Could even put it at the entry candle low if you wanted a bit of a tighter stop loss. I'm gonna wait until this candle closes and then I'll start reducing my stop, but hopefully by the time the candle closes I would have locked some profits in. Alright, we're up nearly 30 pips now. Junior Emotion, what's good? What's good? What's good? Let's go, people, let's go. We're up 30 pips. Get us to 40. Wagwan, wagwan. Let's catch some pips. First day of the month. Let's get it. No gold, you're going the wrong way. It always happens, man. It pushes, comes back to entry. Always the way with gold, always the way. Just need to survive this bottom wick and we're good. How does the government shutdown affect us? Are you in the UK? You must be if you said Wagwan, but yeah, it don't affect us. It don't affect us. If anything, it affects the pound. I mean, it affects GU. It only affects Gbp USD because it affects, you know, Jamaica. Oh yeah, that's right, that's right. Nah, you're good, you're good, you're good, you're good. You're not affected by it. It affects the US dollar and all currencies against the US dollar, which, you know, is bullish for gold. It'll be bullish for gold because it's a safe haven, so everything's just going to be running to safe haven stuff. Yeah. Gold, come on, give us more of a top wick than that on the 4 hour. Bullish. I'm still learning your trading style. Okay, okay. It's pretty simple, I would say. You know, just break and retests. Just break and retests. Little breakouts. Looking for zones to trade through. You know, just looking at the structure. Obviously, gold is very bullish right now. So looking to capitalize off these buys. Although we're pulling back from these highs, looking for gold to flip bullish on this 4 hour and then come back up. Looks like it's making more of a 4 hour bottom wick. But if it breaks this low, unfortunately we're out of the trade here. But I'll still be looking for more buy entries today. So do you use the daily and the 30-minute? Yeah, I use the daily, I use the 4 hour and the 30-minute. Those are the 3 main time frames that I use. Sometimes the 1 hour, sometimes, but I prefer the 30-minute. Sometimes the 15, but that's mainly after news. Ooh, gold, where we going? Oh, if it breaks this low, we're going to be out of this trade. Oh, that's a shame. Got to 30 pips. Did it break it on my broker? Where did I have my stop? I'm in by a pip, but if it drives down, I'm out. Oh, does it stop me out? It hasn't stopped me out just yet. I could pip back. Yeah, I'm out now. Oh, that's a shame. That's that 64 pips. Oh, that's a shame. That's a shame. It started to push up, but I guess it was just making a top wick. So if I want some buys now, I'll be looking for a retest of maybe the daily flip back down here, or this support, and then wait for support to form and then push up. So because we've broken this area, I'll delete it and then wait for price to create a new support and then push back up. So it just means that I'll get deeper buys. Shoot. That took a little chunk of my profits from this morning. Benny, I'm taking a re-entry. You're goods. I mean, yeah. I still like it though. I still like it for the buyers. It hasn't really. Normally, if the 4-hour high or low gets broken, it drives down. This didn't really drive down. It sort of just made a bottom wick, and now it's coming back up. So there's still an opportunity for this candle to flip and come back up. And we do have news as well shortly. I think that news is going to be bullish for gold because the forecast is below 49, which is not good for the economy. So typically it's bearish for USD, bullish for gold. I like the idea of a re-entry, you know. If gold stopped us out by a pip and then pushed, that would be crazy. By like 10 pips. I'm seriously considering re-entries, you know. 70 pips though. I'm gonna see how this 15-minute closes. Because if I get a strong support on the 15-minute time frame, then maybe can get in at the break of the high and then use 15-minute low as a stop. Potentially. The only thing that's like quite bearish about this trade is the fact that gold has closed back in the Asian range. But it's a very tight Asian range. It's not a big range. It's not massive. And was expecting a pullback to down here anyway. Look at gold. It's gonna push right back up, isn't it? Go on. Now, do I risk some more of my profits and get in again? Kind of want to. Right, pushed up and then dropped 10 pips straight away. Alright, I think if I do get in, it's going to be when gold breaks, if it breaks its own high. So about 38.74. I need that confirmation that we're going up. I need the next candle to break the previous high, because right now these candles are trending down. So just based on the candles, the candlesticks, I wouldn't get in just yet. But if the next candle, the 230 candle, can break the high, I've got a high probability. There's a higher probability of gold going up. Put it that way. You know, see, look, right there. If I got in again, it would have come right back down. See gold? You see gold? So yeah, I'd wait. I'd wait. DXY, it's not really doing anything. Yeah, I'd wait. Need a bit more confirmations. I was thinking to close at 30 pips. I know, right? I know. Literally, it hit 30 and then just came right back down. Only thing is, I know, like, closing quickly on stream, I could easily just close quickly on stream. Obviously, I've done it before. But I think if there's a potential to take more pips, then that's what I'd rather do. I'd rather try and catch as much pips as possible. You know, we've hit, what, 50, 60, sometimes 100 pips on stream. And especially when the range is this big. You know, the potential for the buys all the way back to the highs. I don't know if gold wants to go up just yet though. Just watching the 4 hour. We could be getting a pullback from the highs. I mean, it's the first day of the month as well. And look at the monthly candle. Look how the monthly candle's open. Just made a bottom wick and then straight up. Oh, the weekly doesn't matter. Weekly doesn't matter. Alright, let's see what this 230 candle does. How this 230 candle opens. NYSE open. But yeah, that government shutdown, I don't think that's going to last for long. They do this every time Trump comes into office. They argue over money, spending, bills. I think the last time he was in office, the government was shut down for like maybe a month, about a month. Yeah, I think it was about a month if I remember correctly. But they'll figure it out eventually. They'll figure it out. Every time he comes into office. If gold closes with a weak bullish candle and a long bottom wick, I think that's our reversal pattern right there. It would be no, that's not it. No, we'll see. If you can give me a bottom wick and then break the highs, I'll be looking at an entry again. But give me a bottom wick first though. Give me a bottom wick first. I'm gonna give me a bottom wick. Oh man, gold. What's good? What's good? Gold is the worst. Don't break the high now. Yeah, gold is gone. Gonna break the high and pop. Go on. No bottom wick. If it just given me a bottom wick, then like I said, I would have taken a break of this high. But I can't get in with no bottom wick because it's going to come back and create this bottom wick. If it doesn't do it in this candle, maybe the news candle. But this is insane right here. Do you know what? I can't be mad because the original idea is played out. Do you know what I mean? It's playing out. We got the bottom wick on the 4 hour. We retested, waited patiently for this retest. And then unfortunately, we just got stopped out before price, you know, continued up. It's a shame, really. We would have been at 60 pips now instead of 60 pips. And a 60 pip loss. It's a bit annoying. And unfortunately, there wasn't really anywhere to close partials in drawdown as well. But yeah, I'm going to leave it here, guys. I'm going to leave it here because it's kind of doing the move I wanted it to do. And if it comes back down to make that bottom wick, I'm not 100 it's going to continue up. Yeah, look, gold is just pushing. I can see it on my broker. It's gone. Yeah, guys, back tomorrow. Might be a bit later, obviously. Like I said, I'm trying to get my internet sorted out. That's a shame, man. Ouch. But yeah, see you guys back. See you tomorrow morning for the New Yorkers or the East Coasters, the Americans, and see you in the afternoon for my European folks. Alright, guys, peace out. Have a good one. Oh, look at goals. Come back for that bottom wick now.